It seems really silly and petty, but that seems maybe worth doing.
Sounds good to me. Yeah. The sillier and pettier, the better.
Um, it's so I've been sitting here with maybe it's gone now. Actually, it might have just worked, but this Riverside app. I use my phone because it wasn't working on my laptop a few weeks ago, and I don't understand what the issue is there. And then on the phone during this last 20 minutes, it's had this message saying there's not enough storage also on the phone, and I need to, I don't even know what. It just disappeared. So maybe now it's not a problem, but it's been in front of their faces the whole time. So I've just been sitting here not able to see people, which is okay. But I notice a thought that's like this, I don't know what it is, app or software is annoying.
Good one. Yeah, I love it. Okay. So, is it true? This software, this app is annoying.
Yes.
And can you absolutely know it's true? It's annoying.
No.
So, how do you react? What happens when you're getting this message now for the second time about the space and all these error messages, and you think this software is annoying?
I notice kind of a pit in my stomach. I see these kind of just these series of images, like 15 minutes before this was to start. I thought like, oh God, I got to get on that Riverside thing. Oh yeah, I have to use my phone. Oh yeah, I gotta get on. And then it's never straightforward. It always is telling me to do something. Yeah, I just have these images of a couple weeks ago. I was going to do the work and then it stopped recording. And so I call my husband. Scott comes over, he's trying to figure it out. And browser, whatever. I don't even know. I don't even know what these things mean. There's not space on the browser. We never even use that browser. I like have this list of complaints. Like I noticed that I want to tell someone how ridiculous this is. I want, yeah, I want attention. I want to be able to complain to someone, and there's not anyone who deserves to be complained to, but I often feel this with technology, like, man, let me just tell somebody what a pain. There's nobody there, and whoever I might tell, it's not their fault. It's kind of distantly related to these guys, CEOs, sitting in their big offices, creating all this stuff, and then here we are at the receiving end, the little minion just trying to use it and it's not working, and I just want to shake my fist at them. And I don't know, it gets kind of rolled into this whole big like stick it to the man and this is a pain, and it's a victim mentality of I have to deal with this and I don't even know what it means. And so yeah, I didn't realize I'm tripping into this whole bigger story, and I'm not able to just be grateful that I get to just drop in with y'all. Just see if there's a workaround, see if I can get it to work today, and just be here. All that is kind of lost to me, is this annoyance that feels so in the background. It's actually kind of taking up a lot of space.
So, who would you be when the same error messages happen and same situation happens with this software, who would you be without the thought that it's annoying?
Hmm. I feel a little stuck in a loop. I notice when you ask the question, what first comes is like, oh, gosh, I could try to figure that out. I could try to see what that means. I've had to do this kind of thing before. I don't fully understand why why storage ends up full, but I feel like I don't use that much. But so I start to think, oh, I could do something about this, and then I kind of trip into this, like, but I tried that before, and there's always something.
And then you go back into who you
I,
are with the thought.
I,
It's annoying.
I should be too back there, like, yeah, but if this isn't annoying, something else will.
Right. So actually this is really helpful what you're saying because it shows the difference of when that thought is present, that it's annoying, and whereas when it sort of slips away, if you were imagining if you didn't have it, how you'd be going into just dealing with it or looking at it. So this is like a, a clear contrast there. But say more about it. Do you notice anything if you
Yeah.
didn't have the thought at all that it was annoying and the same error messages are happening?
Gosh, I can only really be there for a split second, but
Mm-hmm.
second, I think like, okay, I could just sit down and, you know, do a search on what do I do if this browser doesn't have space, and what does that even mean? And I don't even use this browser, and I've only used it once. So what, I could do something,
Yeah.
and then very quickly comes the like, yeah, but is that what I want to do with
Right.
my time?
The thought comes back in. It's annoying and it should just work.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but without the thought, there's like this forward movement, this openness in my mind, and like this thought of like, oh, I could learn something.
Mm-hmm.
I could learn to do something with tech, and then then the voice is like, yeah, but that's not what you want to do. But yeah, there's this little space of actually it's a space of it's me without my identity, without this story I have of myself of like, yeah, but I don't like this stuff. I don't even want to deal with screens and apps and all of it. But clearly I do, because I do like meeting up here. So there's this story of me also that's in the way of me just saying, well, maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just
Mm-hmm.
a little time in my day and figure it out. And then the story says, no, you don't. That's not you. That's for other people who like to do this thing.
Right. I'm not a technology person, and then boom, everything shuts down and I'm just a victim of this
Oh,
annoying software.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb to have this story of myself, because then I just keep coming up against these annoying situations. And if I didn't have a story that I'm not that kind of person, maybe I just figure it out and move past it. And yeah, get help. And sometimes it would still come up and sometimes it wouldn't. I mean, I see my brother, both my brothers are in tech, and actually they spend a lot of their time annoyed with things not working. They're like high level, they're like really high level, but
High level annoyance.
yeah,
Annoyed.
right, for a living. So actually the story of, oh, I'm not like that. Maybe this is just partly it's just a universal that a lot of us run up against these moments of like, oh, what is happening? I don't understand this, or I don't quite know, or
Right.
I could try this or call someone. I mean, maybe it's just kind of universal and it's not about me and I'm not different or special.
Yeah. Could be a little of both, you know? Yeah. I think
Yeah.
there's something to it. So, but you can get that flavor of if you weren't thinking that it was annoying, there's just that little bit of creativity and openness to explore and um, maybe even reconsider who you are. But regardless, there's an it's the opposite of feeling disempowered. It's a more of a feeling of okay, what can I do? It's an
Yeah.
open thing.
Yeah. It's easy. It feels good. It feels like being flexible, like when like the opposite of being stiff, like
Yeah.
yeah, I can just move in the world in my body. I can do
Right.
things
Like
rather than like,
this is
oh,
blocked, so then I just flow around it. You know, okay, where's the problem? Yeah.
totally. Huh?
Okay, so turn the thought around. The software is annoying.
Well, I'm annoying. I mean, I saw that in question two. Like, wait, what's annoying here? That's happening in me. Yeah. My thinking is annoying. I'm annoyed by my thinking. Like, all that's where it's happening. The annoyance is a judgment that I'm kind of getting hooked into. The software is like, it could be anything. I could be annoyed by the sunlight coming in. It could be anything.
Yeah.
It's not the software. And actually, every time I've used the software, there's been like some little things to figure out. Like the first time I hung up and it didn't download the recording, blah, blah. Like I'm kind of learning. Each time I learn a little something, and so it's not the software itself. That seems to be, I don't fully get it, but I also haven't given it really any time to
Right.
understand it. And it seems to, here I am again, and the error message went away and I'm doing the work. So I see that it's all, it feels like it's working with me. Like I'm not giving it much effort and so I guess the software is not annoying. That's the opposite of annoying. It's satisfying, maybe.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, the software itself is, keeps telling me things that I need to do a little differently, but then it kind of keeps working somehow. It keeps showing up. So that's pretty satisfying. I've not ever hit a roadblock with it that I just can't get back on, or it crashes, or it doesn't work the next time. Like it's
Right. There's levels of annoyance. It could be a lot more annoying.
yeah, asking for small adjustments each time, or try this browser, or actually
Yeah.
that browser doesn't work, and then I try a different device, or it's
Right.
yeah, it's low level and it's still working. So I mean, it's actually satisfying when I finally got it to upload that time for you. And I need Edwin's help and all this. Like, wait, go back and get on and go back to the same device and figure where is the thing and what do you have to do? And then it finally did. And Scott and I were like, yes, okay, whatever that was, we did it.
It was a big win. I don't know what it was, but boy, we we really did it.
So yeah, there was like satisfaction in it.
I mean, isn't
And
that what annoyance is? Like, I can't win. It all comes down to winning.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not even a tech person, but I liked that moment. Like,
I'll take that. That's going to make the highlight reel.
oh, really? I see that there's this thing, it's like it's this whole product of the mind to be annoyed or stopped, something's a puzzle or an obstacle, and then it can be all this thought and drama around it, and then in the end it works out, and then there's this big win or satisfaction or relief or whatever. And that's okay. That's an okay way to do life, but I also I wouldn't even have to do all that. I could kind of say, like, maybe it works today, maybe it doesn't. I'll try it again, or at some point I'll do a search and figure out what that thing means, or I'll ask Edwin. He's so helpful always. Or, like, there's lots of ways to do it kind of more chill.
Yeah, yeah. Sort of the dramatic way. Like when I'm successful, I'm a winner, and when I'm unsuccessful, I'm a loser. And when it's working, it's great. And when I'm not working, I hate it. It's annoying. So it's
Yeah.
like the drama of up and down instead of just,
Yeah.
okay, we'll see
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I
Learning.
could, maybe I don't. Maybe I learned something about it. Maybe whatever. I mean, I could also just, I mean, if I couldn't get on today, then I'd have an extra half hour. That's okay too. Like,
Right.
yeah, it's all really okay.
Right. From that perspective, that software could even be called generous and like giving you an extra 30 minutes in your day that
Yeah.
you know, that wasn't spoken for. And so it all depends on how you see it. That's it.
Right. Right. Like, I can actually see that software is always it's just life allowing something. And either that's meet up with people or do something or learn something, or it's like, no, don't do that right now. Go, do whatever else, or have this extra space, or like, really, it's just this tool for life to guide me into, like, where should I be right in this moment?
That's a cool way to look at software. It's a very cool way to look at it. Yeah. Nice turnaround.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.